Hi everyone, welcome back. Once again, I'm Sascha for Words 4, and today we're going to be reading a book called A Piglet Named Mercy by Kate DiCamillo and illustrated by Chris Van Dusen. A huge thank you to Candlewick Press for publishing this amazing book. Let's read to find out what it's about. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson lived in a house on Deckawoo Drive. Deckawoo Drive was an ordinary street in an ordinary town. Do you know what ordinary means? That's right. Ordinary is something that's just normal. And Mr. and Mrs. Watson were ordinary people who did ordinary things in ordinary ways. One day, Mrs. Watson said to Mr. Watson, "I wonder if we aren't just the tiniest bit too predictable." Can you guess what it means to be predictable? Great! Predictable means where you can guess what's going to happen next. It's just too normal. There's no variety. So Mrs. Watson is asking if she and Mr. Watson are too predictable. Predictable? Us? Said Mr. Watson. Surely not. It's just that sometimes I wish something different would happen, said Mrs. Watson. Things are just fine as they are, said Mr. Watson. But then something different did happen. Can you guess what happened? Someone very small and not at all ordinary found her way to the Watsons' house on Deckawoo Drive. Mr. Watson made the discovery when he opened the door for the morning paper. "Mrs. Watson," he called, "come see." "Oh, the little dear," said Mrs. Watson. "Oink," said the piglet. "I think she's hungry," said Mr. Watson. "Is that a pig?" said Eugenia Lincoln. Eugenia Lincoln lived next door, and she did not approve of surprises. Or pigs. "Is it?" said Mrs. Watson. "Can you believe our luck?" "Don't be ridiculous," said Eugenia Lincoln. "A pig is not lucky at all." "Do you think perhaps the piglet would like a bottle of warm milk?" said Baby Lincoln. Baby was Eugenia's younger sister, and she was fond of surprises, and piglets. Mr. Watson scratched his head. "A bottle of milk? I don't know. This is all so unpredictable." "Leave it to me," said Baby Lincoln. "Oink," said the piglet again. Mrs. Watson picked up the piglet and took her inside. She wrapped her in a blanket. "Have you ever seen anyone so darling?" she said. "Never," said Mr. Watson. "Here is the warm milk," said Baby Lincoln. "I have it right here." Eugenia said, "This is absurd." Do you know what absurd means? Right. Absurd means that it's ridiculous. So, it looks like Eugenia Lincoln does or does not like the pig. What do you think? Absolutely. Eugenia Lincoln does not like the new piglet. The piglet did not think it was absurd at all. She drank the entire bottle of milk. And then she burped. And then she oinked and went looking for more. "Oh my goodness," said Mr. Watson. "Watch out," said Eugenia. "She seems to like toast very much," said Baby. "Oh, the darling, darling thing," said Mrs. Watson. "Mr. Watson," said Mrs. Watson, "perhaps you would like to hold her for a bit." "Certainly," said Mr. Watson. He took the piglet in his arms. He rocked her. He hummed. "How extraordinary," said Mr. Watson. "She is a porcine wonder." "This piglet is a wish come true," said Mrs. Watson. "What a mercy she is," said Baby. "There you go," said Mr. Watson. "We will call her Mercy." "She is not a mercy," said Eugenia. "She is a pig." "Oink, oink," said the piglet. You cannot name a pig Mercy, shouted Eugenia. But they did name her Mercy. She was entirely unpredictable, she was not at all ordinary, and she was very, very loved. The end. Now, if it just so happened that a piglet stumbled across your front door, how would you feel? Well, I know I'd think it was very unpredictable, and I think I'd have some fun. I would like to take care of a piglet. If you like that story, there's a whole chain of chapter books just like it. They're called the Mercy Watson series. Thank you once again. My name is Sascha. Bye.